So here's where I'm at. This is what I'm doing this morning. I came down this morning. I started adjusting some of these LST clips. I've adjusted the ones in here. Started adjusting the ones in here. So one or two came off. Trying to do some pruning. Make sure there aren't any leaves or anything touching any of the dirt. I got to add some water to my hydra system. I've got all these pumpkins I need to get potted up. I have everything in here I still have to do. Well, I'm coming over here and checking all my reservoirs, making sure everything's full, everything is pH'd. Same for this one, it's getting a little low. I have to fill that one back up. This one is also on today's list because it is also low. But these girls are doing fantastic. All of them, I have no complaints about any of them. I have a little bit of some spotting on some of these, but that's because my pH meter went bad, I do believe. And I have the new pH meter, which is working great. And yes, this stuff makes perfect clones, but I don't do clones. I'm at my plant limit already, but I might just do some just in case. This is the water going into the hydra system. Go ahead and check the pH. Fresh from my my rain barrel. Probably need some pH down. Definitely need some pH down. Now this is 5 gallons, so I'm just going to add a little sprinkle in here. Then we're going to mix this all up. And yes, people say stuff about me stirring metal and plastic. Do not touch the sides. You don't want any scraping of the plastic. You don't want microplastics in anything. If you can help it anyway. Should I be using something different? Probably. But this is what I use and this is what works. And I haven't changed it yet. So and then we're going to recheck our pH. Oh, now I'm low. Son of a gun. I get a lot of crap for this too, mixing the two, but you know, those systems, those pumps that pump the pH up and down to keep your water right, they're going to be constantly pumping one or the other in there. So I don't see what the big deal is if a pH up and pH down mix necessarily, or if I use one and then the other. I haven't seen any drawbacks of it. So we're going to do a little smidgen pinch. I'm going to put the rest of this back because I probably don't need it. Stir it up again. Okay, we're at 6.1, so I'm going to let that slide. Now all I have to do is dump that water into here. If you look in here, you can see, maybe you can see. Anyway, there's a root basket in here, and you want the water to be directly under that root basket. Right now it's probably 1 inch, so I just need to go up just a little bit. And then while I'm waiting for that water to settle out and distribute all the way to the other system or the other buckets, I'm going to go back over here and finish training and moving clips around. But I'm going to come over here and start filling my 5-gallon bucket again. That way I can fill these other reservoirs. It is so nice to be able to have a rain barrel and have it all collected and just have it there when you need it. Okay, I'm sending you guys in the thing. So you see the root basket right there? You see how far the water is underneath it? You want it just a little bit higher than that. And look at these girls. Like, that's the size of my pinky already, or bigger. Okay, so I got all the clips adjusted, moved, and whatnot. I'm out of clips again, so I've gone through probably 80 of these clips now. I've been trying to use these more. It's supposed to help the lights not ruin your eyes. But they turn everything green. Then after you had these on for half an hour or more, or even 15 minutes or more, you take them off, and everything that you're looking at is just kind of purple. It's weird. But anyway, we're going to take this 5-gallon bucket, we're going to mix some King Solomon in it, and we're going to put it in my reservoir over here that would go to these plants. So this is always pretty simple. 5 gallons, 5 scoops, and 5 scoops. So 1 scoop, all you do is put it in there, you're gonna mix it all up. I mean, after you put all 5 in there. I put 5 in there, now you wanna make sure this is all mixed up nice and good and that it dissolves fully. This is also why I like using the white bucket, because in the bottom you can see a lot better in there compared to in here. Or see better in here than you can in here. And then we're gonna take 5 scoops of the B, scoop it in there. 5 scoops, and then stir it all in there until it's all mixed. Once mixed, you guessed it, we're going to come back and check the pH. I want this at 6.5 for my soil. The autos are the only one in living soil, and those are going to be a 6.0, so I need to go up a little bit. And now I'm under, or right about 6.5. For King Solomon, you want a full feeding is 2.5 EC. This has the USCM instead of EC as well, but it says 2.5, so all you gotta do is move that decimal point over, so so this is actually a point or 2.2 or no 2 point whatever. Anyway, it's right underneath the full feeding. You want to say 2,500 instead of 2,200, but they're gonna be all right. And then I'm just gonna take this bucket and I'm going to dump it inside here, inside the reservoir. And you see, I still only fill this reservoir about halfway. Right now, that is still lasting me probably about close to a week, but that won't be the case when they get a little bit bigger. And I also gotta come over here and check my dehumidifier because my bucket fills up. It runs out of here. Instead of it catching it inside here, I have the hose run right to a 5-gallon bucket. It just happens to sit right on top of it just perfectly. So I'm gonna turn it off, take it off the bucket, disconnect the hose, and go dump that water out. And then once empty, I'm gonna connect it back to my dehumidifier, set it back up here on top, and turn it on. Okay, so this is about where I want it. Right underneath the basket. And we're right underneath where I want it to be. I want it at 6 and I'm at 5.9. Perfect. Put these caps back on because these are done. Don't need to worry about this till tomorrow. I need to add more water. I should have a float valve coming that clips right onto the side of this from Hydra, and that should keep this full as well. But this whole tent is done and cared for the day, and I really don't have to do anything else. I could start training these guys, but I don't have any more clips. Now to fill up this reservoir, it's getting low. You can see the air wave or the wave maker down there is shooting water up because it's getting down to the last 4 or 5 inches. But it's the same thing. I'm going to take this bucket, fill it with water over here, 5 gallons, 5 scoops of each, stir it all in, pH it, add it back in. And see, this is where these glasses also mess with it a little bit. I'm in here checking these other plants, right? And I'm checking for color and different things. And I take off my glasses to be able to check because it looks like it. Well, I can't see any color. It looks like if you look in here, they all look green. If I took my glasses off and everything looked really dark green, like almost purplish, and then I remembered it's just the glasses. But I'm coming here and check all the clips, make sure that none are getting too big or too tight, and readjust them if I need to. There's some of my defoliation or whatnot. But we're going to do back on the feeding. Do 5 scoops of A. You can kind of see down there a little bit. We're going to mix that all up again before we add the B. Now we add the 5 scoops of B. 1, 2, 3, and 5. Looks like the Milky Way. And then we're going to give it a nice stir again. Mix it all in. You want it all mixed up. Add some pH up. Stir and mix again. And we're at 6.4, and I'm once again going to let that slide. And now I just dumped this into the reservoir, and it's good to go. And then just got to clean up. I'm going to grab all my clippings, go put those in the compost. Now I got the pumpkins outside. We're going to let these acclimate a little bit, leave them out for maybe half an hour or so before bringing them back inside. Got the floor all swept up, and I'm going to use this little vacuum to clean up inside the tent. It helps just have everything as clean as possible. So any dirt or anything, crumbs, it's good to have it sucked up, cleaned, any piece of the leaves. And then I'm pretty much done for the day.